taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance. Telling me to dance, taking a chance.
Well, hello. I'm so super excited. You're going to get to meet Brittany in just a moment. My name is Katrina Harris Earl, and I'm so excited to welcome you to Pink Table Talk episode 3. Yes, we want to welcome all our guests. Please jump on in the chat. Let us know what city you're watching from. What was the best part of your day today? What did you do? And definitely tag your beauty consultant. Tag your beauty consultant. Guess what? Every single guest that is watching today in our Rock Your Fabulous group is being entered into a drawing. We have a cash drawing, of course. First of all, you go into our big drawing. It's our $1,000 drawing, our $1,000 drawing that will take place on July 12th. You could win 500. Your beauty consultant could win 500. So be sure that you let her know that you are on. But just for watching tonight, you're going to get entered in you can win, I don't think it's a tank of gas, $50, okay? You win 50 and your beauty consultant wins 50. So you could go into the big entry of 1,000 and you also could win, be co-partners in winning the $100 50-50 tonight, which is really exciting. Without further ado, I'm super excited to bring up my girlfriend today that you are going to get to meet as she meets me at the pink table. Let's bring up Brittany. There she is. Bring her up. Hey, girl, look.
Hello. Oh, thank you.
Slaying the background. Like, it's gorgeous. I love it. You're gorgeous. You're looking so springy. It looks like we kind of got the flower thing going, don't we?
I know. It worked out perfect. When you came on, I was like, I knew I was supposed to wear floral tonight.
And you know what? Some people like basic. I like extra. But normally I don't wear these glasses, right? I was running around looking for my regular glasses and I couldn't find them. And I was like, I put these glasses on. I was like, okay, now I got flowers going on here and flowers up here. Okay. But wouldn't you agree that it's time for flowers, right? It's time for spring. It's out of the house. It's whatever. What's the temperature what city are you in?
I am in Santa Clarita, California. So it's in Southern California, Los Angeles County. And temperature right now, I think it's like 85 today. Like it was fairly warm. It was nice.
It was nice. And today, 82 degrees right now in Brentwood, California, Northern California, Brentwood. So just really exciting. Well, Brittany, I am so glad that you're at the pink table. And you know what? I have loved you from the moment that I saw you. You were a guest speaker at one of our amazing retreats, West Coast Summit. And I mean, you slayed it. You are so bright. You're so amazing. And I am excited to get to know more about you and have you talk to the audience about what it's like to be an entrepreneur. So I just want them to know that you definitely are a millennial who's making things happen, y'all. Listen to this. She was a recipient of the 40 Under 40 29 award in 2019. This was awarded to her because of her involvement in local nonprofits and high achievements in her career. Brittany was also awarded with 40 Under 40, the top 100 in 2020. Tell us a little bit about that award and how cool it was to be acknowledged as a young, hot and poppin' entrepreneur who's also making a difference socially.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much again for having me, Katrina. It's such an honor to be in your space. And thank you for recognizing, someone who's working so hard that is younger, because I think that oftentimes as being a millennial, it is challenging. And that's actually where the 40 Under 40 award came from and where it started from in our local city. About 10 years ago, there was a group of people who came together who were pillars of our community. And they said, what's the age group that just doesn't get recognized enough, but is really like in the field, kicking butt, taking names, and really working hard. And it was that 18 to 40-year-old age range. So it is an award in my town called 40 Under 40, where four, major pillar people who work for the hospitals, who work on the land and farm and areas, and have like actual criteria within our city that they meet and follow. They come together and they look at resumes, cover letters, and our experiences. And they basically choose 40 recipients every single year under the age of 40 who are doing the and then some in the community. So you have to be nominated, you have to be recognized, and then you are chosen by people who are looking at those criterias. And so in 2019, I earned 40 Under 40. And then in 2020, because the world was just shut down and no one was really able to do their normal routine, they actually took the last 400 recipients over the last 10 years and they decided who the top 100 were going to be. And I was also chosen in the top 100 as well.
Oh,
so that was such an honor.
That is so cool. And like, you're way under 40. Tell them how old you are.
I am 25. I am 25. It is my quarter life cutie. I'm not calling it a crisis.
I love it. And how old were you when you first became an entrepreneur?
I was 18. I started my independent beauty consultant agreement. I signed that at 18 years old, and I was in college full time at the time. And it got me through college, and it got me to where I am today. I've now been building my business for 7 years.
Wow, wow, wow. So you're already answering the question about when and why did you decide to become an entrepreneur. So tell us a little bit more about that decision. Was your family like gung-ho, start your own business? Were your friends like, what? Like, tell us about what it was like at 18 and now 25. You're getting up there. What has it been like as an entrepreneur for you?
Oh my gosh, I love growing up in Mary Kay, you guys. Like, if you're someone who's watching this right now and you're in college and you're like, I have no idea why they even asked me to come on this thing tonight, or if you're watching this and you've been there, I hope I can just resonate with your story tonight, because I was someone who actually grew up in an entrepreneur household. My mom and my dad are both entrepreneurs together. My dad owns a plumbing company, Northside Plumbing, and I grew up watching my dad leave in the middle of the night for emergency calls at hospitals who had, sewer backups and everything. And then he would get home by 7 a.m. and I'd be watching my cartoons and my mom would be making me breakfast and he'd come in through the door and I would watch him like just continue on. Like, he would help me out the door, and he was such a family man and was in my life, and my mom was right there beside him. My mom did all the financial part of his job, and he did the people work, the business work. And so I grew up in an entrepreneur household. I knew what it was like to not have a 9 to 5, and I knew what it was like to also provide for a family that could be there for the important pieces of your life, but also be there for the times where other people needed you too. And I think in that regard, I don't think I ever wanted a normal job. I never wanted something that was in the realm of normal 9 to 5. And so I truly believe that this is my traditional way of working. And also, being an entrepreneur meant so much more to me at 18 years old, because I was going to school full time at the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, where I was pursuing 3 degrees in a 4-year time period. And at that time, when I was pursuing those degrees, I just saw so many classmates obtain a very specialized degree, by the way. It's not like you go to the Fashion Institute and walk out with like an English degree. You walk out with a very specific degree for the industry that you were studying. And I was studying the beauty industry. So I would watch my classmates leave out of our Fashion Institute classroom, go and work for someone else, and then see all the politics and all the different areas where they were feeling less than and where they were having a high competition. And that people who were in these positions of executives and VPs were not allowing or not really friendly to someone who was younger coming in with bright ideas because it had been such a traditional way of thinking. And so being a millennial going into the workforce, you're automatically discouraged. And then that affects your self-esteem and self-confidence. So then they would come back to school to get more degrees and, you know, put more student debt into their lives because they were not qualified enough. And then they leave and they're not even pursuing within the beauty industry because they've been so discouraged by these industries. So I was watching this happen to my classmates, and some of them would even go off into work in insurance agencies or work at a Starbucks. And I'm sitting there going, you guys, we just earned like our golden ticket. Like, we need to work in this industry if you love it so much. And being an entrepreneur at that point looked like it was my best shot to be my best version of myself and know that I was worth it to be in the industry that I love so much and be able to provide for other people while not being torn down. And I love that this environment provides that.
And you know, the really crazy thing is I was 24 when I started, and that was 31 years ago. And there's so many similarities that you talked about in our stories, because I had college girlfriends who very bright, very amazing, had great jobs, but they did not choose to take the entrepreneur path. And then that was me. And so as I'm listening to your story, it's like, wow, there's some similarities. I'm just 30 years further down the line. Get excited.
I mean, I'm kind of excited, Katrina. If I get to be like you 30 years down the line, I would be so excited.
I mean, it's just amazing. Since the age of 25, with the exception of, you know, just depending on the blessings of my Heavenly Father, I've not depended on any other single source for a regular income. And that's just really exciting. I know you see yourself as an entrepreneur for the rest of your life, right?
Forever and ever. Yes.
So let's talk about lessons. What are some of the biggest lessons that you've learned being an entrepreneur, and even being in a business like ours, where you're in business for yourself, but not just by yourself?
Amazing. I loved this question. When I saw this question, I was like, wow, that is perfect, because how often do we get to be asked what our greatest life lessons are? What is our greatest thing that we've taken from this opportunity? And I actually came up with a couple things I wanted to share. So number one, something that I learned so much in Mary Kay, and we hear this all the time. If you're in Mary Kay and you're watching this, you're like, oh yeah, I've heard that, but really let it sink in this time. These are women who have the biggest thinking minds. They allow you to dream big. They allow you to see the and then some. And they always push you further. So whatever dream you see yourself in, they always say, reach a little bit higher. And a life lesson that I take from this position and from this opportunity is that don't let someone else tell you what you can or cannot do. Prove them wrong with the right people by your side. So have the people who are whispering to you come through the loudest versus the people that are screaming at you to get out of this type of situation. And I look at that as a sense of, oh my gosh, I can take that into my relationships. I can take that into my workplace. I can take that into my nonprofit world. I can take that into the life that I'm going to provide for my future family and for my sister with special needs. Like, there's so much about that line right there of proving them wrong with the right people, because the right people will show you the way. It's just going to be a whisper. So listen to the whisper. Allow the whisper to come through. Allow God to tell you where the next step is. Allow him to show you where that pathway is, because at the end of the day, the life lessons that you get today will lead you to your tomorrow. So that's the first thing that I definitely took away from this opportunity that I use everywhere in my life. Number two, I never take advice from someone I wouldn't want to trade places with. And I think that that goes into any industry, anywhere in the world. Never take advice from someone that is not spiritually, emotionally, mentally, financially where you want to be. And if that's a person who is in your life and you're like, I just respect them so much, would you trade places with that person? And if the answer is no, then don't take that advice from that person. Make sure that you are really understanding where that information is coming from and what place in their life they're at. Because oftentimes when I've taken advice from someone that was the wrong person, I looked at the person who ended up being the right person. And that was exactly what I needed to listen to, who I need to listen to. So that's my life lessons I've taken so much from this opportunity.
I say so many times that what I love so much about this business is the person I become in the process, the mentors that I've had along the way. And now at this stage, all of the women that I'm blessed to get to mentor, which is cool. And so you've given us some great insight of what it's been like to build this business. And let's just talk for real. You're young, single, and free. You don't, all work and no play is not fun. Okay. So let's talk about the fun. Of course, you want your business to be profitable, okay? Because girls need shoes and we got rent and mortgages to pay, right?
And
So, but
being blonde is not inexpensive. Being blonde is very expensive, Katrina, okay?
being black at 55 is very expensive too. Okay, let's be clear because it doesn't still come out all black. How many of you know what I'm talking about? So, talk about the fun, how you can have this business is fun and profitable. How do you weave in and keep it fun?
Oh my gosh. I love keeping it fun, you guys. That is like my middle name. Actually, my middle name is safety and security. Let me be clear. My basic need is safety and security, but I love having fun within parameters. So instead of it being air traffic control signals, it's actually jazz hands, okay? Like we like to have fun in a secure environment, okay? So I really do believe that having a right now passionate goal has made it so much more fun. So what that means to me of having a right now passionate goal, I actually got I have my visual right here. So I got this mason jar and I put my vision board on it. And I had a conversation with my incredible senior and she made me cry on the phone. And she said, Brittany, what do you really want? And I said, I just want to be independent. I just want to be independent. I want to have my own space. I want to have my own place. And she said, what would that look like? And I said, Brie, I've never even had $5,000 in my savings account before. And she said, these next 6 months, we're going to make that happen. And y'all, I started this process in mid-pandemic 2020. And by the end of the 2021 seminar year, I had $5,000 in my savings account to be able to just prove to myself that I could make this my most profitable year yet. And that's exactly what I did. I made this last year, my most profitable year yet. And I think that that's how I have so much fun, is because security in a job when you're dependent on someone else is not security. It's called scarcity. Security in a job when you're in charge of that opportunity is called security. You work harder for yourself, and I will work harder for myself 40 hours a week than I will work for anyone else, because I know exactly what my worth is in this process. So I started putting little Post-its and different colored paper in here. And every single time I moved money into my savings account from my personal sales or team building, that's how I was able to track it. And that's how I was able to have fun. And so now that I've met my first goal, I save all the time for things I want to do. I actually just got back from Scottsdale, Arizona over the weekend, and the entire trip was completely paid for by my Mary Kay business. My hotel, my gas, the things I did there, my food, all the things that I took pictures of on my plates. It was all paid for because of my Mary Kay business. And being able to know exactly ahead of time, how much is this trip going to cost me and how much do I have to sell every single week, gave me the fun while also keeping my profits at the same time. I love having fun in this business.
I love it. I love it. I mean, we come to have fun. We don't come to play, but there's nothing like fun. I mean, can you believe it, Brittany? I just got back from Cancun
I
literally
saw that.
on Saturday and was in DC for my amazing mentor's husband's 70th birthday party, which is really the new, 45 for Ken Banks. And Tuesday, we will leave for the National Sales Director trip in Hawaii, all expenses paid for 9 days, 3 or 4 days in Waikiki, and then 7 days at the Four Seasons in Maui. Will we have fun? Absolutely. And of course, we got goals, right? Between now and June 30th, we got big goals. So yeah, we're going to slay some goals. We're going to make some things happen. But our president said this yesterday, that going through this pandemic, people have become emotionally exhausted, spiritually fatigued, and mentally depleted, and how important it is to replenish and
Mhm.
refill. And fun is one way to do that. So I am so grateful that you joined us on the pink table. And before we go, I have to ask you a question.
Okay.
What is your favorite product? I got to know what your favorite product. Guests, stand still, stand by right before we leave, because we're going to have a special for you, and somebody is going to get that $50 gift certificate, you and your beauty consultant. So what is your favorite product? Tell us today, Tuesday.
Okay.
What is-
I know. Guys, stay on the edge of your seats for this one. This is brand spanking new. And I actually asked Katrina permission to be able to share about this. And she said, yes, share, share, share. And I said, okay. And so I want to be able to tell you guys about our new incredible instant puffiness reducer eye cream. Y'all, this is a game changer. Katrina, I have no idea how long the Nationals had this before we had it, but I can tell you right now that I was looking at those Nationals in January at leadership going, these women look amazing. Why do they look so amazing? Like, what's going on? And then the company says, ta-da, we have something magical. Actually, it's not even magic, you guys. It's science. This
Mhm.
little tube right here carries magical science formulation in here that's going to literally depuff the under eye area. It is amazing. You put it on and it will last up to 6 hours. And there's also a product or an ingredient in here that will also help with collagen elastin regrowth. So it will actually help a little bit with anti-aging, but you still want to use your eye cream on the opposite time that you're using this depuffer. So make sure you talk to your beauty consultant about it. And I believe that consultants get to have it in just a couple more days, so you can pre-order it from your consultant. But I think you have something extra special tonight.
I know. Actually, they can order it now because they pre-released that. If you didn't know that,
Oh, that's
consultants,
right.
you can. You can. For the guests that are watching today, it retails for only 35. You just use a little bit of it with your ring finger. So for tonight only, in addition, when you purchase it, we have two extra specials for you. Number one, Dorothy's popping it up there because I took my glasses off, so I need to see it. The special is when you purchase it today, you're going to receive a $15 gift certificate that you can redeem at your next with your next order. So when you purchase it, you get a $15 gift certificate you can redeem with your next order. And if you share it with a girlfriend and she purchases it, for every girlfriend you have that purchases this, you will get an additional $15 gift card. So text your beauty consultant again. You've got to let her know that you are on tonight, because this is how you get entered into our $1,000 giveaway. But right now, Brittany, Dorothy, in just a moment, she is about to type in the chat who the winner is. She's been looking at the comments from the guests, and she is going to type that guest. And there will be a link that will appear in our Rock Your Fabulous group for the guest to be able to fill out and claim their gift card from me. $50 gift card. We used to say it was a tank of gas. Well, now, depending on what kind of car you have, I have a 2022 pink Escalade. Okay, so it's a half a tank, maybe. Okay, so let's see who is our winner of the $50 drawing, and do we know who her beauty consultant is? So if you tagged your beauty consultant, we are going to see who it is, who it is, who it is. All right. So Dorothy is either going to come on in voice, or she is going to type
Oh,
the name
there it
in
is.
chat. So,
It's right on the
okay.
screen. There it is. Mary Coy Kendall, I believe is how you say it. Oh, uh-oh. Katrina may have froze, or I'm frozen. Either way.
No, Katrina froze, but Mary, you
Okay.
are our winner.
Hey, Mary, congratulations. And congratulations to also to Lisa for winning as well, because I know you'll also be getting something. Congratulations. Yep, she's screen is frozen. No problem. We will take care of our winner. Well, congratulations. And like she was saying, you guys can make sure you go into that area group and be able to enter all the info to claim. Oh, there she is. Hey, Katrina.
Good internet, right? But I'm so glad you took it away. All right, finish what you were saying because you were finishing it off for us.
Make sure you go into her group and fill out that form to claim your prize. So make sure that you are doing the and then some to make sure you get all the things. If it's free, it's for me. Y'all do the things.
Excellent, excellent. Yes, we will pop the link in the group for you to fill that out. Thank you, Brittany, for joining us at the pink table. I can't wait to see you and hug your neck again, but I really can't wait to see, as you're having fun, how you wrap up and finish your goals. You've got next. So many great things are coming your way. I know you guys loved her. We will see you next time on Pink Table Talk. And oh my gosh, ask your beauty consultant how you can join us for a date on Thursday night or Saturday for one of our beauty sessions. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.